When Lightning McQueen agreed to go road tripping with Mater in Cars on the Road, I don't think he could have ever expected to get as crazy as it ended up getting. I mean, he didn't even want to drive there at first. He just wanted to hop in the back of Mac's trailer and get pulled all the way to the East Coast to Motto's wedding, of course. But Mater said heck to the no to that, and they ended up driving the whole thing, and they ended up having a lot of fun. But on the way there, there was definitely some crazy stops, and one of the craziest stops had to have been the woods of good old Wayne County, the little town where Bigfoot supposedly exists. So welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. You all know who I have today. It's, of course, Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen, one of my favorite Lightning McQueen variants from Cars on the Road, or at least I think it will be. I don't have him open yet, obviously, but I have been wanting to get him open for quite some time now because there's a lot of Lightning McQueen variants that we have from Cars on the Road. Of course, you got the classic Road Trip McQueen, you got Cave Lightning McQueen, and you got Road Rumbler Lightning McQueen, and you also got Lightning McQueen Deputy Hazard, but I don't have him yet. He'll be coming soon to the Cars Garage. I do have him. Actually, I have two. One's in the two-pack, one is a single, but I haven't opened him yet. But this guy, he was only ever released as a single by Mattel in 2023. First in case F, and then in case H. So, a little bit of inclusion to the year, but not that much. So I feel like he's one of the harder ones to find from 2023. But then again, he wasn't for me because I found him at the Dollarama, and I found quite a few of them actually. Or technically, and yeah, I guess my sister found this one. I found the other McQueen a lot. That was Road Rumbler McQueen, who I found a lot of at the Dollarama. But anyways, let's zoom it on in and take a look at this artwork because I absolutely love it. I find it funny how he's not really like dirty at all because I think he gets pretty dirty in the episode, pretty like full of mud and all that, but you can't really see any mud on the artwork there, and you really can't see any on the die cast either. So that's kind of strange, but we'll take a look at that when we open them. And then you got the new for 2023 badge up there, of course. Just your standard Cars on the Road packaging, of course, which we've seen time and time again now. On the back, as seen in Cars on the Road, and you got some other nice releases like Claire Gunzer, Maybella DeRev, Doug Crankle, Duke Gerson Marshall, Lightning McQueen Deputy Hazard, and I wanted to end with this guy because it's Cryptid Buster Mater, who obviously goes along very nicely with this McQueen. I think he's actually in the following case, or actually, I think he's in case H. I think that was the first one he was in, possibly the only one he was in, but I'm not sure. I don't know how to get him now because, well, he is coming back for 2024. This guy is not, though, but hopefully I'm able to find Cryptid Buster Mater. But unfortunately, that case, whatever case he's in, I kind of forget, it has not hit Canada stores yet. This one luckily did at Walmart and the Dollaramas. Not too much at Walmart, but like I said, I found a couple of them, so that's why I'm opening him up today. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find a Cryptid Buster Mater soon as well. But for now, let's bust open Cryptid Buster McQueen and see how he looks out of the package. Oh boy, here is Cryptid Buster McQueen all opened up, looking pretty darn cool, I gotta say. I don't know why, but I always like cars when they have an antenna. I just think that's the coolest thing in the world. I guess it's because normally Mattel will just pretend like antennas don't exist, and they just won't do them. Like, what about on Sheriff? He's got a ton of antennas. Mattel does not do a single one of them on these diecasts, and they never have, except for the Precision Series one. But this McQueen, Cryptid Buster McQueen here, they did it for him, so I don't know why. I guess it's because what else does he really have other than the camo paint job on the side and then this whole roof system up here? So I guess they needed to do what they needed to do to change him up. So I'm glad they got that little detail, and it seems like they got every little detail on this guy. He looks really, really cool. One thing that I'm not a big fan of, though, right off the bat, I'm noticing is the expression. I don't know. Like, they changed it from just your classic smiling McQueen expression, like on the Road Trip McQueen, so that's good. I'm glad they changed it, tried to differentiate it a little bit. I gotta say, I don't really like it. It just looks kind of robotic. I don't really know what they were going for either. I guess they were just trying to make him look almost like frightened, maybe a little bit, like, but on like alert, maybe. I'm not sure, because that's kind of how he looks in the episode a lot. Here he is in the episode, by the way. Might as well show you guys with all of his camo on. He looks pretty cool. And yeah, he never actually looks muddy when he has all of his Cryptid Buster gear on him. I never realized that. He only gets muddy after it's all like torn off of him and stuff. But yeah, he appears like this when he's looking for Bigfoot with the rest of the Cryptid Busters and Mater after they agree to join the team, basically, or McQueen doesn't, but Mater does. And yeah, then he gets chased by Bigfoot and all starts falling off of him. So it's a pretty funny scene. I guess I just like it so much because I feel like they kind of made that scene and really just the whole legend episode just for me in a way because like I've always been such a big Bigfoot fan. I've obviously always been such a big Cars fan. So the fact that they made a Bigfoot themed Cars on the Road episode, it's just always been so mind-boggling to me, you know? Like we even knew about it when they first revealed some concept art for Cars on the Road. So we have known about it for probably like 4 years now. I forget when that concept art was first leaked. Maybe three. I think it was 2021 it was leaked. But anyways, yeah, here is Cryptid Buster McQueen. So let's zoom it on in and take a closer look at him now. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm not a huge fan of his expression. He does have a plastic eye plate like all McQueens usually have from Thailand, but his eyelids are just very like straight across. At least they hump up a little, but it's not even really like a hump. It's just like very like straight lines, you know? Like it looks almost like Minecrafty in a way. When I first saw this expression revealed online on his stock image, I was pretty disappointed because I thought everything else on him looks really cool. Let's get Griswold out of the way. They're a bit too close. Those mini racers, Mater and Griswold back there. But yeah, I don't know. It's not as bad in person, but it's still not great. And his mouth, it's like it's just a normal road trip McQueen smile, kind of. Actually, it's not really the exact same. It's more like humped up on the right side. But then like on the bottom, it's just a big straight line. Like, you know? It's weird. I don't know. It's a really weird expression. I can't say I really like it all that much, but at least a space creature Lightning McQueen that they just did in 2024. I actually just ordered them online, so hopefully I'll get them in soon. I got them from Mr. Docket. But when you take off the space creature, like alien costume plastic thingy, you get a Cryptid Buster McQueen, basically, just without all of this stuff on top. The antenna's gone, roof rack's gone, all that's gone, and you're just left with a Cryptid Buster McQueen with the camo, and I believe he's dirty, but I'm not sure. And he does have a different expression. I gotta say, I like it a lot better than this one. So I guess there's my answer. If I want a better looking Cryptid Buster McQueen with a better expression, but it's not really a full Cryptid Buster McQueen. You know what I mean? Because it's got all the stuff off of it. Anyways, though, he does have the classic road trip Lightning McQueen like logo thingy there. It's just a cool decal, I guess. But it's like it's supposed to be Carburetor Cap Mountain with RS or Radiator Springs in the sunset. And it says on the road. I gotta say, it's quite a bit different actually. The color is much lighter on this one when compared to the regular Road Trip McQueen or even like Road Rumble McQueen. I guess it seems more similar to that one, but that's kind of strange. Wonder why they changed the color of it. Kind of weird. They got his little headlights there, but yeah, no dirt decaling at all on him. Actually, I guess maybe in the back a little. Kind of hard to tell, unless that's just a gradient of the camouflage design. I can't tell, but it's a cool camouflage. It's not like an army kind of like green kind of camouflage design. You know what I mean? It's more like a forested looking camo, so I like that. It's cool 'cause it's got a lot more like brown and gray tones in it, so that's nice, mixing in with a little bit of green just to make him fit in a little bit more in the woods. Make him not stand out so much because, you know, Bigfoot sees a race car moving through the woods, probably gonna go in the opposite direction. And then we got this little decal on the side here. It just says Wayne County on top and then CBC. Don't know what that stands for. I mean, clearly it's supposed to stand for Cryptid Busters, Wayne County Cryptid Busters, but why is there an extra C at the end? I have no idea. I always found that very strange, ever since I first saw it on the mini racer, which we'll compare him to later, but at least it's bigger here, so it's easier to read. Still kind of on the blurry side, though. I don't know what, like, this symbol that the lettering is in is really supposed to be. I don't know, it looks like a mouth, like, underneath the CBC, and then that looks like wings on either side, and then, like, a banner on top, so I think it's supposed to be the Mothman, but I'm just not sure why they put two C's. Maybe to look like eyes? Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's why. I don't know why. Doesn't really make sense though. And then this is just a regular old Lightning McQueen rims. They didn't change them at all. No yellow trim like they should have. Then he's got his plastic windows, but in the back, his window is just gone because this big old box is on top of it. I don't know if that's supposed to be a box or like I don't know what's in it. Like is he carrying things in it? I don't know, like flashlights and stuff. How would he even access that? I have no idea. Maybe Mater would have to use his tow hook to open it up. I'm not sure. Or is that like luggage, like what Van has on top of him? I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell, but got like two brown straps, so I'm glad that they detailed that and put the right colors on it. And then he's got his roof lights right here. There's four of them. Very, very nice. They just kind of painted them gray where all the light bulbs are. I like how his actual roof rack is red. It's kind of funny, but it's also, I don't know, it's kind of weird because it's like, how did they have a red, matching red painted roof rack just in the middle of the woods at the Wayne County Family Campground where the Cryptid Busters were at? Like, how did they have that on hand to attach onto McQueen? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it does look good instead of like if it was meant for another car and it was like black or something, probably wouldn't look as cool. Just kind of blends right into his color, like the red. Even though it's plastic, it just matches the paint perfectly, so that's cool. You can even see one of his little roof flaps up there too, so they didn't neglect it. It's still there. That's funny. And then, yeah, he's got his big old antenna here on the right side. It is pretty movable, so that's cool. I don't think it would break, but I don't know. If someone stepped on it or something, it could hurt your foot and it could probably break off. So if you're playing with them, be careful of that. I feel like that could potentially break off, but who knows? And then on this side, it's just the same camouflage design with the Wayne County Cryptid Busters logo. Got his exhaust there. They look a bit different to me for some reason. I don't know. I guess not. I guess like the holes seem bigger. Maybe not. And then on the back, there's really nothing going on. Just has a little tiny 95 because the Road Trip McQueen paint job is pretty bare bones by itself. And I think I was wondering why they did that at first. You know, like they made it so simplistic. But now that we have all of these Lightning McQueen variants, I kind of see why. You know, like if he had tons of decals on him, sticking out from every which way, like it wouldn't look that great once you start putting other decals on them, like the camo, you know what I mean? So it's kind of cool that it just covers up the lightning bolt and the 95. In fact, maybe that's what that's supposed to be there. The gradient from the lightning bolt. Now that I think of it, it probably is. Look at that. You can kind of see on the road trip McQueen. That's probably what that's supposed to be. That's funny. I guess you can see it then a little bit. Also, they put the gas cap on, which I didn't even realize, so that's cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. The bottom got his little holes for Mater to tow him. Test that out in a second. The date stamp is S09A, so the ninth week of 2023, pretty early on. But that makes sense because he was first found, I think, around early summertime. But obviously, I'm just finding him now, and we're almost at the end of March of 2024. So it took me a while, but I actually did find him earlier on in the year. Just waited a while to review him. But before we zoom it out, actually, I'm going to zoom out, but I want to show you him next to the Mini Racer Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen, who I kind of actually like better, to be honest. I mean, his antenna's not as large, so that kind of sucks. But I really like his expression. I mean, I guess it doesn't make that much sense for him to be smiling like this, because that's not how he appears in the episode by any means. But I don't know, it's just a better expression than this. This one looks too robotic to me. But looks like they got really all of the decals and all of the little like accessories they attached onto them. But this is a different color. It's just flat gray, unfortunately, whereas here it's black with brown straps. So it's better on the 155 scale, of course. But I mean, sometimes you get that with mini racers, but usually they get all the decals right and make them look as accurate as possible, just scale down. Anyways, though, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the in-depth part of this review. I do want to show you Cryptid Buster McQueen next to some other Cars on the Road McQueens. Here's just a basic road trip one, which I have way too many of now. I have like, no joke, probably 10 of them, whether he's in the package or not, just from opening him from different multi-packs and two packs and all kinds of things. And then I have a bunch in the package as well. But yeah, that's the one from 2022. Here's the 2023 one, which is better and has a much nicer expression than this Cryptid Buster one here. But oh well, it's okay. I guess it's not as bad in person as I thought. I know I keep complaining about it, but honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's just a little bit robotic. It's a little like stagnant. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's the eyes or the mouth. I guess it's both. They're just very squared off looking. Like I said, it reminds me of Minecraft, which I do love Minecraft, but not for a McQueen expression, you know what I mean? Anyways, here is Cave McQueen, who I gotta say, Probably, well, yeah, he's still better than Cryptid Buster McQueen. I think that at the end of the day, this is probably going to be one of the worst Cars on the Road Lightning McQueen variants, just because of the lack of stuff on him. You know, like this is a caveman McQueen. That's just, I don't know. It's pretty, like it's high up on a pedestal. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. It's a caveman Lightning McQueen. Whereas this, it is cool, but you know, it's just Road Trip McQueen with some camo and some little additional pieces attached onto him. Whereas Road Rumbler McQueen here, I know it's kind of the same deal, just Road Trip McQueen with some stuff on him. But I don't know, they just did such a good job detailing all the little plastic pieces on him that I gotta say he's probably better than this one, or he definitely is for sure. I think he's one of the coolest Lightning McQueen variants I've ever seen, to be honest. I like him that much. But yeah, honestly, I thought I'd like this guy a little more than I do, but he's not bad by any means. Here he is next to Griswold. So far, these are the only two legend kind of cards, unless you count Ivy. I couldn't find her. I was going to bring her here, but I couldn't find her. It's not really the right variation of Ivy, anyways. We don't have the actual Bigfoot Ivy yet, but we do have her as a mini racer. The Mossy Ivy, or whatever you want to call her, Bigfoot Ivy. Don't really matter. And then hopefully sooner or later, I can get the Cryptid Buster Mater, but as for now, we just have the regular Road Trip Mater. This is the 2023 one, which is really cool and has that nice expression. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for today, guys. Apparently, yeah, Margaret Motor is supposed to be coming soon too. Almost forgot about that. As a 155 scale, she's on the poster, but we have yet to see her in the package revealed. Or I forget if we saw a stock image yet or not. And I forget. But yeah, I do like this McQueen. He's pretty cool. One of the more like filler ones, you know, like you need him. But he's not as cool as some of the road trip Lightning McQueen variants that we've gotten from Cars on the Road. But he's not bad. You know what I mean? He's not bad. Definitely worth picking up. But I'm excited to get the Space Creature one. Hopefully, I'll be able to review him soon as well. Because it's kind of like this one, but just without the extra stuff on top. And also, before you go, I almost forgot to show you, I also have the color changers. We barely get in there, but the color changers Cryptid Buster McQueen, which is pretty bad because it doesn't have any of the stuff on top. He's missing the light bar, the roof rack, the luggage thing, everything. It's all gone. But I mean, I guess you could think of it as kind of like the same deal as the Space Creature one. It's supposed to be him when he's got all the stuff off after Ivy catches him, maybe. But I think it's just Mattel being lazy. Whatever, I'll review him sooner or later, though. And yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time right here on the Cars Garage.